Hello and welcome to more Paper Mario! It's time to begin the final chapter. Let's hop into our starship and get right to it. Are you ready to take off? We sure are. It's time to go attack Bowser's castle. Head on. Look, a shooting star. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Princess, come back. Did you wish for something? I hope your dreams come true. Me too, Heart. I want to see the princess. I want to see the princess. I want to see the princess. I want to eat shroom cake. I want to eat shroom cake. I want to eat tons and tons of shroom cake. Oh, shooting star, please fulfill my wishes, pretty please. And we can finally begin Chapter 8, a star-powered showdown. And I hate to break it to all those toads, but that was not a shooting star, that was just Mario in a starship. Oh well, all their wishes are gonna go on deaf ears, I suppose. Well, let's go and hit a save point right here. I don't know why it's there, but we're gonna hit it. Let's go down to this door. And now, once we're out here, it's gonna look like we have a lot of options for where to go, but there's a locked door right there, Over here, we actually have the last badge in the entire game, but we have no way to get that. The only way we can actually go right now is right over here. We'll have to come back for that badge at a later time. So let's go right on through this area, and we've got a very familiar enemy right here. This is a Koopa troll, and this is a guy we've already tackled before. We've already dealt with them before, and I actually am going to run away real quick. I forgot to change my badge setup. Okay, we're back in the exact same battle. All I changed was I put on all of my Power Plus badges and all my attack increasing badges, and most importantly, we have Power Quake on now, because with this setup, it'll perfectly do 8 damage and wreck these nerds. So this is a very, very good setup for this area. Now, if you don't have that many Power Plus stuff, you could use the Mega Quake to do a little bit more, but for that, we get the Castle Key. Now, we could continue down this way, but it is a dead end, and I'm sorry, Toad guys, we can't save you right now. So let's go backtrack to the castle door that had the lock on it. In we go. We still can't actually get to that badge, so we're gonna have to come back for that even later than now. So let's go fight some more Koopa trolls. I'm just gonna keep using the Power Quake setup. Right here, we're gonna have 2. There's gonna be more battles with these guys with 3 or even 4 of them. But no matter how many we run into, we can just use Power Quake and we'll be good to go. Alright, just took out a second round with those guys. Let's keep moving. And if you guys forgot, we encountered those guys back in Chapter 4 because we voted for that on the Princess Peach quiz thing forever ago. Yep, all these battles are just Koopa trolls, and this one I think has 4 of them. There we go. I think that's it for the barrage of Koopa trolls. Now we've got some Hammer Bros. These guys, of course, not my favorite to deal with, but we can deal with them pretty easily nowadays because we've got so many power increase badges and we've got better boots. So these guys are not the danger they once were. Now we can just take them out in one shot. We can go over to Bo, use it out of sight to avoid any attacks they might do. And they're actually not that scary unless you deal some damage to them. You guys might remember, if you get them low on HP, they will start throwing a barrage of hammers. They can do like 20 damage in one turn, so you do not want to get them low without killing them. So that's why I leave them at full HP, and we'll just take them out like that. Alrighty, good stuff. Let's keep going. We've got another door here. We're going to have a lot of hallways in this area, so you'll just have to get used to it. Welcome, worm. I'm called the guard door of Bowser's castle. It's my job to keep suspicious types from entering. You must be Mario. Let me guess. Do you want to go through here? You want to get to the other side of this wall, right? Yeah, if that's where the princess is. Okay then, haha, stand in front of me. I'm sure this is not a trap at all. Are you standing squarely in front of me? Kind of in the middle of a bunch of squares, yeah. Okay, then I'll let you through. And, of course, it's a trapdoor, so we're gonna drop right down there. And we fell for it, we fell for it. But we've got some toads down here. How will we ever get out of here? Gah-ha-ha! You fell for it, worm! You'll never escape from that impenetrable prison. Try all you like, all you'll do is exhaust yourself. I'll tell you what, if you make it back up here, I'll let you go through. How's that? Alright, sounds good. Aha! I know you'll never make it. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I hope you have a good time shaking and crying down there. Okay, I don't know about the shaking, but I definitely will cry a lot. Let's go talk to some toads here. Oh, Mario, you came at long last. As you can see, we're in a horrible situation. Princess Peach is who knows where, and her beautiful castle is being run by Bowser's horrid staff of rejects. Nothing fills me with more joy than serving this castle with my heart and soul, but right now there's nothing I can do. We have no choice but to rely on you now, Mario. Please, at least save our dear Princess Peach. I don't know, just the way he words that kind of makes it sound like he doesn't want to have to rely on Mario, like he just doesn't trust Mario to get the job done. This wouldn't have happened if we'd have better defenses. I don't know how I can ever apologize to Princess Peach. It doesn't matter, saving her is all that counts now. I still can't believe that all of Peach's castle was kidnapped during the party. Yes, he kidnapped a castle. I know it was just a means to catch Princess Peach, but still, only an evil fiend like Bowser would do something like that. Please make him pay. What did he do, like leave a restaurant without paying the bill? Mario, you've come to save us. I just knew you would. All the toads in here used to work in Peach's castle. The princess isn't with us. I think she must be confined somewhere else. Mario, don't worry about us. Saving Princess Peach is the only thing that matters. Okay, but if we go over here and break these boxes, which I don't think we've seen these since like chapter 3, we can get some items. We can get a tasty tonic back there and a life shroom. I'm just gonna leave the tasty tonic behind. Don't really care about that. And of course, to get out of here, we just have to use Bombette. I think that's pretty obvious, but I don't know. I don't know what it is with us getting put into jails that always have a way out through the walls. There we go, it's a piece of cake to break these walls. The material's weak. These are much easier than the walls of Koopa Bros Fortress. You're really lucky to have me along, aren't you? I guess we are, but I think you're feeling it yourself a little too hard there, Bombette. Well, we've got another save block right here, but let's keep going on. Now we've got some lava, and I always fail that jump the first time for some reason. I've done 3 test runs of this area, and every single time I always miss that jump the first time. I don't know why, but it always seems to happen. And Bombette just like jumped into lava right there. Alright, here we've got to make a whole bunch of jumps. You can use Lackey Luster to go on top of the lava, but that's just not very useful right there. But it is useful over on this side. It's actually kind of required. So let's go down and hit this. Technically that switch you could hit with Kooper, but overall it is required to use Lackey Luster for this area. So let's wait for this platform to come back, and let's just hop on. And once again, we just gotta wait for it to go to the other side. So there's gonna be actually a lot of lava. This area with the lava is pretty long here. So let's go down across, and this is where Lackey Luster starts to kind of become required. So we can go inside here, and up there's a chest, but we have no way to get that right now, so we'll have to come back for that a bit later. And now we have to go down here with Lackey Luster to hit this switch, and once again, that'll make the platform in the back start to move so we can get across. Let's see if I can get there in time. Come on, Mario! Oh, okay, we made it. It actually paused for a second, so I don't think it was that close of a timing there, but we made it across on our first go. And now we've got to start using Paracarry to get across these. Some of the gaps here we are going to be able to jump, but some of them we do have to use Paracarry, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and use Paracarry for all of it because I don't want to risk falling in. So like right there we could have jumped that, but not the best at making those long jumps, so I'll just rather be safe than sorry. So actually, you know what? Let's try. All right, I did it. Sick. I actually made a jump. I think we're gonna go back to Spike here. There we are. Let's see, do we have more switches to hit? Now up top there we've got a mystery that we can't get, and over here we've also got a Thunder Rage that we can't get, but we'll get those later. Those will be able to get later. Now let's go up here, and we actually want to switch over to Bo, because we're gonna go in this little lava waterfall, or lava fall, and it's gonna roast us unless we go transparent through it. So there we go. Thanks for your contribution, Bo. I don't remember if she's actually useful at all for the rest of Bowser's Castle. I think that might have been the Bo segment for the area. We're gonna be using all of our different party members, but for Bo, I can't remember. I think that's it for her. All right, let's hop onto Lackey Luster here again. If we go inside this area, well, we've got a little lava area. So let's go to the right, and we can hop off right here and start walking on our own feet. We'll spin jump up to the top. I actually want to switch over to Goombario here, because once we get to the top, we are going to have a little battle, because this is where the lava's coming from, and if you see right there, there's a switch, so we can press that to stop the lava. Uh-oh, Mario is right there! Now, what were we supposed to do in this situation? Kami Koopa told us something, but I'm drawing a total blank. I think she told us not to let him touch that switch. Oh no, do you think that means we have to fight him? No, he'll wipe the floor with us. Yeah, I'm gonna gosh dang treat you guys like a mop. Stop your belly aching. Who says we should be afraid of Mario, huh? He's not so bad. Whatever happens, we can't let him push the switch. They said belly aching, and I wanted to make a Taco Bell joke, but honestly, I've never had stomach problems after eating Taco Bell, even though a lot of people seem to. Take this, plumber. Show him what you're made of. Wow, we have no choice. Gotta be brave. Gotta be... Attack! Gotta be swift as a coursing river. Let's get into a battle right here. And we've actually got an enemy that's not really new. We kind of fought a Magic Koopa way at the start of the game, but we have to tattle him here. This is a Magic Koopa. Magic Koopas are the elite magicians of the Koopa clan. Max HP is 11, attack power 6, defense power 0. Tread carefully, Mario. Their magical attacks pack a serious punch. They know many nasty spells. We better beat them before they can do anything crazy. Now, as far as I know, this Magic Koopa is basically like all the other ones combined. They can heal like a white Magic Koopa, they can buff like some of the other ones, so they can do all the things that the other Magic Koopas can do. But if we just go and use Power Quake and take out the 3 Koopa Trolls, then they'll run away same as any other Magic Koopa. So, let's take those guys out, and off they go. One little side note though, if you have a situation where there's actually 2 Magic Koopas up, they will not run away, so they'll only run away if there's just 1 Magic Koopa left. But with that, let's go over here and smack this switch, and it'll pan over, and that's actually going to stop the flow of lava, but it's not exactly going to stop the lava that's already there, is it? Is it? Oh. Hey, what do you know? It looks like the lava cooled off. Oh, okay. It looks like it hardened enough to walk on, too. Awesome, you rule, Mario. Yeah, I'm a ruler. I can measure things. And I guess I can draw straight lines. I don't know. Let's go through here, because now the lava's cooled off, and we can actually go to this side where we need a keep, so we're gonna have to do some backtracking. More backtracking! So we want to go across here, because now we can actually grab the Thunder Rage, as well as right over here we can grab the Mystery. And now we want to backtrack a little bit more, because there was that side room that had that chest we couldn't get to, but now we can. So we'll just go back, and we'll go inside. I think it was right around here. I think this is the one. So let's go inside. And right here we have the castle key. So we'll use that to open the door, but I do want to backtrack a bit more actually, because there's one more thing we can get. So we want to keep going all the way back through this area and all the way back to the start, but we're going to stay on the bottom because there's actually 2 doors on this side, one of which we couldn't get to because the lava was covering it right here. But if we go through this way, we've actually got ourselves a new path. And if we go up here, well, we can get ourselves a secret item, which is another life shroom. It's got so many life shrooms at this point. Let's keep going. You might recognize this area. We're actually in the lava from where we got that first castle key. But if we go through here, we'll be back in this little lava river. And over here, this is where we can finally get the last badge in the game, guys. Number 80. What will the final badge be? It's going to be another Deep Focus badge. Yeah, a 3rd Deep Focus badge is the last badge in the game. It's not exactly that exciting, but there you go, guys. We now have all 80 badges. Let's backtrack once again to that door where we have to use the key. Here we are, so let's go ahead and use that key and go on through to the next area. Will it be another hallway? Not quite. We actually have, I guess this is Watt segment, because like I said, they're gonna kind of have different segments that emphasize each different party member, and this section is for Watt. And inside this area as well, we're actually going to have some new enemies. Right over there, we've got a new guy that we've never fought, so let's go get into a battle with him right here. But there's one little detail about this, and that is if we swap Watt out to Goombario, then it's going to get dark, so we can't tattle. Now, we will be able to tattle these guys later, but we just can't do that quite yet. But I will tell you guys, they do have 8 HP, so we'll just go ahead and use Power Quake like we've been doing so much of, and that'll take them out. Actually, even the Hammer Bros we can take out in 1 round if we do Power Quake and then do a Power Shell. Actually, no, not Power Shell, because that only does 3 damage because the Hammer Bros have defense. But Fire Shell or anything else that does a bit more damage. But here we've got a split path. We actually want to take the top path and go across with Parakarry. The bottom path is just a dead end there. So let's go switch over to Parakarry. We've got to do this one in the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? Well, I am a little bit, I guess. So we're going to swap back to Watt, and on we go. And I guess we're gonna take the middle path. This has got to be the right one, yeah? No, we gotta go to the top path to get some treasure. I believe the bottom path here is a dead end, so you can kind of see a little bit, even when it's dark. But right here, we actually get a Pow Block. So let's get Watt back out and make our way back down there. I'm not sure how well you guys can see in the dark in the video, but while I'm playing, I can kind of see a little bit, but I do have my brightness up pretty high on my monitor. All right, let's go over to Parakarry once again and fly across. I think that Bony Beetles are the only new enemy in this area, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Let's just go back to Watt. I think I have my Chill Out badge on as well. Let me make sure that I do, because it's kind of hard to avoid getting first strike sometimes here. Yeah, I got Chill Out. So when you're carrying Watt, it can be pretty hard to dodge these guys when they try to first strike you. So I would really recommend the Chill Out badge in this area. It helps a lot. Let's see, we've got 2 paths. I want to take the top path here. There we go, took care of both of those Koopa Trolls there. And at the top of this one, we've got another item, which is a shooting star, which I don't have room for. I guess we'll get rid of that Pow Block. It's pretty much better than a Pow Block. But let's go down and take the bottom path this time. And over we go. We've got another split path. There's going to be a lot of those, but It's just another one of these Parakarry jumps, and the bottom path is just kind of the return path. So let's use Parakarry to get across. But have no fear, guys, we're almost done with this little section. So we won't be in the dark for too much longer. So now we've got a bit of a tricky area. Let me take care of this guy first. All right, there we go. Now I say this area is tricky because this is a dead end, but the top is also a dead end, kind of. So let's go across here. Well, first off, the bottom is also a dead end. It's so many dead ends here, but let's go back to the top. Once again, I'm just gonna go in the dark a little bit here. Let's go to the top area, and what we actually have to do here is drop down. That end to the left is a dead end. If we drop down right here, the spring's a little bit misleading. It kind of makes you think you gotta go up top, but we don't. We gotta go down this way. So let's just sneak right across. Oh, and we've got a Magic Koopa. Let's go find him. All right, so we're just about done with this area. Sorry if it was a little hard to follow at times with all the darkness. I probably should have had Watt out the whole time instead of just most of the time, but I don't know, walking with Watt's a little bit slow, so I wanted to speed up just the walking segments a little bit. But if we push that block, we can go back out here. Blue, you came back. You escaped from that underground jail, but there was no way you could escape. Grr. Of all the dirty tricks, I guess I have to keep my word. You can go through. Grr. But don't think I'll forget this. I guess statues never forget. They're like elephants. So we'll go right on through here into more hallways. Now we've got a little area here, so let's go ahead and drop down to save. There's actually 3 paths here, one to the top left, one to the top right, and one to the right here. So let's go to the top left first. I think that's probably a good first stop here. Now if we go over this way, through this door right here, we've actually got a little shop here. Now, we can't buy anything right away, but if we go talk to this Spike Goomba... Whoa, who are you, man? I don't know your face. Maybe you're Mario, huh? Haha, just joking. I'm the guard of this warehouse. I'm really, really bored, man. Hey, you know, if you've got any coins, I'll sell stuff. So if we say that there... Oh, you're loaded, man. Take a look around. I'll sell anything you see. So we've got some overpriced items here, but if you want to buy some stuff, you can here. But one little note about this place is if you take mistakes, like the mistakes from Tasty, he'll actually buy them for 20 coins. So if you happen to have any of those, well, there you go. And this is also a place where you can manage your inventory. So you can sell, you can check and claim stuff. So that's a pretty good place to do that. I'll probably do that at some point, but let's move on here. Let's go to the bottom right path next. All the way down, Mario. Gosh dang, he's kind of clumsy going downstairs sometimes. Let's go through here, down even more stairs with more hallways. Oh my gosh. I feel like there should be a hallway counter with this, but I'm probably too lazy to do that. Now we've got to fight this guy right here, and it's actually only one Koopa Troll, so it's going to be pretty easy to take him out. There we go, and after taking him out, we get the prison key. So now we can use that to open this lock right here, and it doesn't really do much for us, but we get access to all these toads here, so we can go in and talk to them. And most importantly, if we talk to the red one here, well, this is basically a toad house. It's a little bit strange, but this section in the middle of Bowser's Castle, it's kind of like a little town. You've got a shop, you've got a toad house, you've got a save block, so it's kind of weird, but it works out like that. So let's go ahead and heal up. And most importantly, because heart blocks, if you find a heart block later, it'll only heal your HP and your FP. It will not restore your star energy, but this will, so it's a good thing to keep in mind. Let's go talk to these guys here. Mario, your main goal is to save the princess, isn't it? Sure. She must be doing okay, holding on to the belief that you'll come. We soldiers should have broken out to save her by now, but it's taken all our efforts just to protect the prisoners. What a shame. You'd think that they'd put Princess Peach on a higher priority than the prisoners, but I guess not. Mario, you're safe! Oh, I'm so glad! We all got captured before we knew what was happening. A few people at the party were able to get away, but they caught most of us. I wonder where Princess Peach, the minister, and all the other guests are. I'm really worried about them. And the last one looks like from Dry Dry Outpost. I come all the way from Dry Dry Desert to Princess Peach's party, and look what happens! I've been to some lame parties, but that was ridiculous. I want to go back to the desert as soon as possible. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for that guy. But let's backtrack to the last area. All right, we're back here. Let's go back to the top of the stairs, and this time let's take the final path. This is actually the progression path down here to the bottom right. Let's go on through. And down more hallways. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I didn't get first strike there, which is great. But we've got some enemies. Let's just take care of them. And most importantly, we can actually tattle the Bony Beetle finally. All right, here we go. Tattle on Bony Beetle. It's a Bony Beetle. They're bony, buzzy beetles, hence the name. Max HP is 8, attack power 3, defense power 4. It's tough to damage them. When their spikes are out, their attack power is 5. When they retract their spikes, take the opportunity to flip them over. After that, beating them will be a breeze. All right, we'll do our best here. I'm just gonna, of course, do Power Quake. We'll be fine. Got him! Oh, we got another battle. Oh boy. Okay, we got that guy as well. Oh boy. Okay. All right, we got them too. That one actually had 4 Magic Koopas, and 2 of them were flying. So what I did was I used Multi-Bounce to knock him down, and then I used Koopa's Power Shell to finish him off there. But now we've got this little area. Now, there's a switch up there, but we just want to continue all the way to the east. That's kind of our goal right now. Once we get over there, we'll see that, well, Okay, over here we've got a locked door once again. So let's go ahead and use this spring to kind of start this puzzle sequence. And this is actually a really awesome sequence here. So what we have to do is go and grab this guy, and we'll hear some like toilet sounds, and suddenly water. So yes, this is going to be the sushi section. And this is probably my favorite section of this castle. I think this is a really fun one. Let's go over to sushi. Let's hop into the water, and we actually have to backtrack to the last screen here, because we actually have a bunch of variable water levels, and I find that happens a lot in different Nintendo games when you got Zelda and even like Mario 64 and Wet Dry World. They have raising water levels a lot, but I think that it's pretty fun sometimes, especially here. So let's go over this way, let's hit this switch, and that's gonna toss out another spring. Let's bounce up top, and of course we gotta go over to Bombette right here. So let's go blow that CRUD up, and go on through. Now, once we're in here, it looks kind of like a dead end, of course, aside from the switch up there, which is very obvious. So let's go grab that, and if we hit that one, it'll actually open up a little secret passage in the wall right here. And over there is going to be another chain, so we can change the water level once again. But there's a little bit more to this. If we go right to here and we jump, there's a hidden maple syrup. I'm just going to skip on that one, don't really need it, but it's there. So let's go ahead and grab this guy and raise the water level even higher. And after doing this, we have to go back into the last room. So I'll just save some time and I'll meet you guys in the last room. Okay, there we go. Now we have to hop onto sushi and go across here. And this is where the key is going to be, right there. So let's go ahead and grab that. And now we have to lower the water back down to actually use the door. So I have to go all the way back to here and pull the flushy thing to lower the water. There we go, and that'll flush the water out, but it'll only flush out half of it, so that's gonna put it back to the lower level. So now we have to backtrack again. I know that when you kind of know what to do and you're doing it all in sequence like this, it might seem a little bit dull and kind of like a lot of backtracking, and I guess it is, but I just think it's fun when you do it for your first time, because it's, I mean, Paper Mario doesn't have really that hard of puzzles, and this one's not challenging by any means, but it's still fun and it's clever, so I like it. Let's drop down here, and now we can actually activate this door here. Or open it. Yes, we're going to activate the doors. And now we have to jump up this way. Now, we've got some new enemies here. We've got some golden bullet bill dudes. And I didn't get first strike, because keep in mind, guys, I've got the chill out badge on, which is very handy for this spot. But let's switch over to Goombario. Do some tattle on Bombshell Bill. This is a Bombshell Bill. Bombshell Bills have such beautiful gold casings. Of course, if you sit in and admire them, you'll get hit. Max HP is 3, attack power 6, defense power 0. Pay attention to their HP because their explosions get bigger as their HP drops. Let's take them out before they get near us. Well, that's what we've got our multi-bounce on for, so we can take these guys out very easily as long as I don't mess up my action command. And there we go, got those guys taken care of. But of course, they're gonna keep coming, so we've got to do our best to dodge them right here. And at the top, we've got another new enemy. We've got the actual blasters. So a little bit of a throwback to Chapter 1 with the ones at Koopa Bros. Fortress. This is a Beetle Blaster. Beetle Blasters shoot a constant stream of bombshell bills. Max HP is 10, defense power 4. They won't attack you directly. They're pretty resilient. You have to keep attacking them, though, otherwise the air will be filled with bombshell bills, and nobody wants that. Nobody! Well, what I'm going to do here is actually use a Power Quake, and that'll take out the first one here, and it'll do 8 damage to the second one. Now, he's still going to be able to spawn a guy, but we've got answers for that. So he'll spawn this guy, and then we just go use multi-bounce, and that'll take out this guy and do the last bit of damage to that guy. So there we go, this battle's also taken care of. Now, unlike in Chapter 1 where we just had the one row of bullet bills and it was done, we're gonna have many more rows here. So what I actually want to do is adjust my setup a little bit. Let's take off Power Quake and multi-bounce just for now, and we're going to go down and actually equip the bump attack badge. That'll make my life a whole heck of a lot easier here, because now we can just very easily get through this segment. So we can just go face first into these guys. I'm not sure what level you have to be for the bump attack to work on these guys, but, well, if you're level 27 at the max, then you can get through here no problem. I mean, you could do this just fine if you're skilled enough at dodging without bump attack, but I like using this because we can just kind of spin attack or whatever into all these dudes. So there we go, that's the last of them, so let me switch my badges back. There we are, and let's move on! So if we go through here, we've actually got another new enemy, quite a lot of new enemies in this spot, and this one is probably pretty familiar. It's a Dry Bone. So let's go use Tattle on him. This is a Dry Bones. Dry Bones are skeletal remains from Koopa Troopas. Max HP is 8, attack power 4, defense power 2. Just when you think they're beat, these guys rise back up and attack again. You're going to have to beat them all at once. Or you can use fire attacks if they become ashes. There's no way they'll recover. So yeah, you could use like a Koopa Fire Shell or something like that. What I'm going to do here is, of course, just use Power Quake, But if you don't kill all the enemies, then they will come back after, I think, 2 turns. So you want to do your best to kill everything. But of course, Power Quake plus Koopa can take out just about anything, so not really worried about that. Let me take care of this one as well. There we are. So let's go ahead and grab this. That's just the Super Shroom. I'm going to go ahead and avoid that one. Don't really need it. And I believe we have to push this one. No. Hold on. It's going to be this one. This one, Mario. Yes! Okay, so it's the right one in that room. Let's go on back. Do we have more hallways? Yeah, more hallways. Let's go through here. And let's see, we've got another one of these rooms. But we've got some more buzzy beetles, or dry bones, or bony beetles. One thing to keep in mind with this battle is that if you have the Magic Koopa alive, it's going to keep this guy from dying, and the Magic Koopa's not going to run away. So we've got to go and actually kill him to get the dry bones to actually finish off. There we are. Let's see, over here we've got another locked door and a save point. I think this one might be the one I was thinking of, where the block is the left one. There we go, that's the one. All right, so let's go on through here. Let's see, we've got a heal block, which I didn't need that bad, but I could use the FP restoration most of all. Well, let's continue on. And inside this area, we've got another one of these block setups. Let me go take care of this guy. Alrighty, now this one, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, this door leads to a dead end. There's nothing down there. And the trick to this one is we actually push this block back over this way. And there's a different secret passage back here. So let's go take that one. We'll take this one over to the left. Because once we get over to here, we have the key. So let's grab that. Let's backtrack all the way back to where the locked door was and open it. Alrighty, I've just unlocked the door, and through here is a very infamous part of Paper Mario. We have an optional boss that is not even arguably, it is the strongest boss battle in the entire game. It is 3 anti-guys at the same time. And here is my badge setup. I am going to fight them. It is optional, but here's the badge setup I'm going to use. We've got triple dip and quick change. That's all we need. Well, let's go out here, and I'm going to switch over to Goombario. And let's go on through. So once we get inside here, we're going to have like a little bit of a quiz show type thing. And to fight the guys, we actually have to fail. So I'm going to go ahead and fail on purpose. And I'll just cut right to the battle. And then we'll come back and play this game properly so I'll show it off in full then. There we go. We've just gotten our 3 losses. So for doing that, nope, that's wrong, idiot. You made 3 mistakes. Too bad for you, Mario. As promised, here's your horrible reward. Prepare for battle. Anti-guy unit attack. Or anti-guys. Yes, 3 anti-guys. I'll let you go through if you manage to beat them, but that's impossible. I guess you might as well try. Yeah, guys, don't worry. I've got a tactic figured out, and it's going to be super, super easy. So the first thing we're going to do is, because I have my triple dip equipped, and I kind of sneakily changed my inventory a little bit here, the first thing we're going to do is use a Repel Gel. That'll make us immune to all attacks for 3 turns. Now, this first turn entirely is actually optional if you don't want to tattle them, but I do. So you could just totally skip the Repel Gel, skip the tattle, and skip right to the second step here. But step 1 is going to be Repel Gel and tattle. This is an anti-guy. His attacks are so intense that he's also called Deadly Guy. Max HP is 50, attack power 10, defense power 0. His attack power is 12 when he does an acrobatic attack, so dodge it. This guy is for real, so we'd better take him seriously. Yeah, we've got to take this battle real seriously, guys. Wow, look how dangerous this guy is. Yeah, like I said, if you don't have a Repel Gel, you don't need it. And shooting stars you can buy, so you can just skip this first step. Now, if you just want to go right to step 2, here's what we do. Triple dip, and we use 3 shooting stars. That's going to do 18 damage to all of these guys. So let's go do it. There's one. Let's go use our second one here, and a third one. Alrighty, guys, we've done 18 damage to all enemies. Now, what we're going to do is switch over to Bombette. And with her, we're actually going to be using her Power Bomb ability. So, let's go do that. Press A repeatedly. There we go. And you can see that does exactly half of their HP. The 3 star powers, or the 3 shooting stars plus that. So what you can do is in 2 turns, turn 1, 3 shooting stars. Turn 2, or 3 shooting stars plus Power Bomb. Turn 2, 3 shooting stars plus Power Bomb. Boom, 50 damage. You take these guys out in 2 turns. So as long as you can survive 1 turn of their attacks, you can beat them with this tactic. Even if you're level 1, you can do this with the Repel Gel. So there you go. Let's go ahead and use Shooting Star here again. There we go, and now it's time for Bombette to finish him off with a Power Bomb. And if you don't want to use items in this fight, you don't have to. You can use Watt's Paralyze ability. These guys are very susceptible to paralyze. You can use Dizzy Dial. Well, I guess it's an item, but you can use Watt to stun them. There's lots of ways to take them down there, but this is just a very fast and easy way, and it's kind of ridiculous. I just wanted to show how badly you can beat such a tough and infamous enemy. Oh, but no, you beat the Anti-Guys unit. My last line of defense, the almighty Anti-Guys didn't stand up to Mario. Growa! I concede defeat. I've been defeated by Mario. Why? And with that, we can move on through. But I'm going to go ahead and reset my game, and let's play the quiz show properly, because it's actually pretty fun. Alrighty, let's go play the game properly this time. Whoa! Who would have thought you could make it this far? You won't make it any farther because unfortunately for you, I won't let you pass. Grahahaha. But I guess if you really want, I'll give you one chance because I know there's no way you'll make it anyway. Want to give it a shot? I guess we'll go ahead and do that. This is completely pointless, but I suppose I'll let you try because of course I have such a kind and generous heart. Just joking, worm. Now, Mario, do you want to know what I've got in store for you? Sure, bring it on. Now for a little quiz. Several of my followers will come out of here. Your job is to carefully keep track of their numbers and colors. Then you'll have to answer my questions correctly. Quite frankly, we both know that this is impossible, but if you get 5 questions right, I'll let you go through here. You're allowed only 2 mistakes, though. What? 2 mistakes? Oh yeah, if you get 2 mistakes, you can continue. 3 mistakes and you lose. So there you go. Fool that you are, you'll likely make 3 mistakes and suffer the dire consequences, which you guys have already seen. Let's get going. So, as we can see, a bunch of enemies are going to come out. We've got 3 of the Dark Koopas and 4 Goombas. We've got to keep track of that. There's lots of stuff you got to keep track of, and honestly, guys, I really haven't memorized all the answers to this, so we're actually going to be playing this here. Now, tell me, how many Koopas were there? There were 3. I actually have the first 3 questions down pretty well, but after that, I'm gonna be just trying to actually watch and see what the answers are. Grr, you're right. That question must have been way too easy. Now they'll be harder. Next question. All right. Well, we gotta get 5 of these right. I think he said that already, but just in case. Well, we got 4 green Shy Guys, 4 blue Shy Guys, and 3 red ones. Okie dokie. Go ahead. Time's up. Yeah, they don't give you much time to look at these. You gotta be pretty quick to check these guys out. Now, which were there 3 of? That would be red Shy Guys. Okie dokie. So that's gonna give us the second correct answer. Let's get to the round 3. Third round. Okay, you're right. That question must have been way too easy. Now they'll be harder. Next question. Oh gosh, this guy sounds like Chuck Quizmo here. Okay, we've got 2 Bob-Ombs, 2 red Shy Guys, and 4 blue Shy Guys. But I know this one has a trick to it, guys. So, well, you'll see what it is. Alright, let's go see what the question is here. Now, who came out of the middle entrance? Yeah, they trick you up really hard here. The answer to this one is red Shy Guy. Like I said, I've got the first 3 questions down pretty well, but after this, I actually don't really know the answers, so let's see how it goes. Grr, you're right. That question must have been way too easy. Now they'll be harder. Next question. Okay. So we've got 2 Goombas, 3 blue Shy Guys, 1 green Shy Guy, and 4 Koopas. Okay, 1 green Shy Guy, 2 Goombas, 3 blue Shy Guys, 4 Koopas. Alright. Now, how many Goombas were there? I think that was 2. Right? Please tell me that was 2. It was! Okay, cool. Okay, we're just gonna get 1 more right here to move on. Right answer. Oh, I can't believe you've gotten 4 questions right. Alright, enough of this. I'm gonna quit messing around and ask you a really hard one. Next question. Hopefully the last question right here. Alright, we've got a Goomba, a Dark Koopa, and a regular Koopa. So he's probably going to ask us, like, which one he goes inside or something. Time's up! Alright. Okay, they all go on the left there. Now, how many arms did you see just now? I hope not 5 arms. No, I think Goombas don't have arms, so that would be 4. Right? I don't think Goombas have arms. I don't think their feet count. Okay, yeah, we got it. There we go, guys. We got all 5 questions correct. So technically, there are more rounds, I think, if you get 2 of them wrong, so you could play some more, but we're just gonna do those 5. I can't believe it, you got 5 of my super duper brain busters right. Groggy. I've been defeated by Mario. Oh, the shame. And with that, we can move on through the Bowser door. But guys, we are going to wrap things up here. But will we ever be able to save Princess Peach? Will we ever be able to stop Bowser and get the Star Rod and put it back in its rightful place? Next time, we'll come back for the finale of Paper Mario. And all these questions will be answered. I'll see you guys then. Take care.